Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Slaying 101, lucky number 13 here on Game Nights. Today, I'm your host, your keeper of monsters, your best friend on the Internet, Savvy, and we're here to play a game today. But before we do, there's probably some announcements that I didn't look at before we started. What's today? This week, coming up on the channel, we have a couple of regularly scheduled things. On Thursday, we have a new episode of All Myths Are True at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where we're playing Tales from the Loop. And we had our premiere last time 2 weeks ago, and it was really, really fun, and it's going to keep being fun, I think. So coming out with us Thursday night. And then on Saturday, we will have an episode of Saturday Nights at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, for which we just had another premiere yesterday. It was the premiere of Saturday Night's Thunderball, and it was awesome. It's really fun. We're playing D&D, but also sports, and it's great. So that'll be Saturday, and then Sunday, a week from today, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll have a new episode of The Pursuit of the Black Kestrel, our Pathfinder show that some of these fine folks are in as well. So 7 p.m. Eastern Time next Sunday. I think that's all our regularly scheduled stuff. If you weren't paying attention, or I said it too fast, our schedule, if you're watching this live on Twitch, is down below our faces on the drop page. It's also pinned to our Twitter. It's also in our Discord, which you can join and come talk to us about stuff, about our shows, about tabletop games, about video games, and other fun stuff. I think that's all the announcements. Am I leaving anything out? GGK wise?
Not that I'm
I think
aware
that's it. And there might be a couple of fun video game streams this week because I got back on the Nancy Drew grind last week. So we got one of those to finish up. So I'll tweet about that when that's happening. So yeah, I'm going to let these people tell you about themselves and what they're doing. Let's see. Who's up first? I need to write this down. GB. What's going on, my frere?
Woo-hoo. Graybeard of Graybeard's Tavern. You can find my fine schedule in the Twitters. And I've got cats knocking over Christmas stuff. All right. Yeah, I play a lot of games. Check that schedule. It's much easier than me to run through it. But next up for me is Tuesday night, where I play Kronk Warblast on Indoor Adventures channel. Yep, there's old Kronk. LB's pointing him out. Yeah, other than that, check my schedule and come back and check us out as soon as you can.
Awesome. Sid.
I need to unmute myself. Hi, I'm Christina Sid. Greek Sid on the Twitters. I'm not there very often, but I'm trying. You can find me here every other Wednesday for Tidefall. We just had another one. I got to talk to fish. It was great. Other things happened, but talking to the fish, it's what I remember. It's my brain this weekend. Anyway, and then starting next Saturday, I'll be over on Pro Starters channel. We're doing a Tal'Dorei campaign. Very excited for that. That's going to be 1 o'clock Eastern. So, at least come say hi to me, and then you can come back over here and watch Saturday nights and all that good stuff. So, come check that out. And yeah, that's all I got at the moment. And I have missed you guys. I can't wait to play today. Woot!
Yay. Rob, I did just almost call you Travis.
Life imitates art and all that. Hello. Hi, I'm Rob, or bonus stage Rob, or bonus_stage_ Rob. I think I said that right. I don't know. I blacked out. Anyway, hi, I'm on the internet sometimes on Twitterverse, on here where I play Travis, the Flake. No, that's not the Crooked. My God, my brain today is not okay. It's gonna be one of those. I also play Eli Briarwood, I think his name is. I don't know, but he's a hedgehog cleric in a Humblewood game on twitch.tv/runawayrobot_. on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. It is taking me a lot to get through this. My God.
You're
I'm
doing
glad
amazing.
I'm glad I bought 2 monsters. So, hello. Take this away from me.
LB, what's going on?
Yet again, I always feel better about myself after following Rob.
That's enough.
I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on Twitter. I play in 4 to 5 games a week. It's going to be more soon. And you can find me on Mondays and Tuesdays at Indoor Adventures channel. Wednesdays, starting at the end of February, I'm going to be on Nerd Immersion's channel with Jordan with PH doing a D&D 5th edition game. Every other Friday, I'm on Dammit Berry's channel doing Ghost of Saltmarsh. Every other Sunday, I'm here doing this, or I'm here doing the Pathfinder 2 game where I play a very bratty character and I love her. That's me.
Awesome. Sean, I said most of your stuff, but you can say it again.
Sure. Hi, I'm Sean, the Kraken King, pretty much everywhere. I'm exclusively here. I run Saturday Night's Thunderball, which, as Savannah said, we had our premiere of yesterday, so definitely check out the VOD if you're a subscriber, or check out our YouTube when it goes up there. Playing a sport ball, sort of a battle ball kind of thing. It's weird and a lot of fun. So come join us for our second episode this coming Saturday. And then I play in a few other games, and I run Pathfinder on Sundays, which has been mentioned too. I just kind of like, at this point, I'm just repeating and echoing a lot of things that have been said when I go last. I'm gonna go first next time. Just gonna before Savannah.
You go when I say you go.
Oh no.
You do your intro when Savvy tells you to do your intro. She said, the smile not reaching her eyes. Anything else? Did you say your Twitter?
Yeah, I'm never there though, so
The one you never get on.
don't look for me.
That's okay. Don't look for me. All right. This is going really well. Okay. Well, I suppose without any further ado, let's play a game with some different music. So here today for lucky episode number 13, we are going to pick back up right where we left off last time. But last time on Slaying 101, our good hunting friends here wrapped up, for the most part, another mystery. The mystery of what the hell was going on with Stan was mostly resolved through a little bit of fighting, a little bit of time magic, and a little bit of bribery on the part of and a binding spell on the part of one of your party members. You made a new friend, a djinn named Ixto, who, for all intents and purposes, when we pick back up, is still sitting on the couch in the Haven. Don't know how long he's gonna stick around for.
Has he finished
but-
Mandalorian yet? Is the question.
I'm trying to think of how long you guys were gone, but probably not
No.
yet. I don't know how many episodes are in it. Still haven't watched it.
It's
Still can't spoil it.
6 episodes? 6 or 8
He's
episodes?
had 4 hours of doing the spell, and it's coming up. He's probably coming up on the finale.
Yeah.
But more importantly, you have a sort of traumatized party member to deal with in the form of Wynn, who had another meltdown, who went full apotheosis, caused great havoc, stormed into his parents' house full of magical power and anger and a little bit of trauma, and blew up Travis's car, among other things. before he came down. You all have escorted him back to the Haven. Arixto is currently sitting on the couch finishing The Mandalorian. And I'm trying to remember if you all have already let Stan leave, but I'm going to say
Yeah, Ajax black bagged him.
that's right. That happened. Yes. So Stan gone. Ajin sitting on the couch watching TV. Abby, the rest of your team returns with a very sad-looking Win in tow. Who, Win, I think you had gone to lie down.
We
Yeah.
sent him to bed with no supper.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pick back up right there, or a little bit after, if there is anything that you all wish to discuss or resolve. Now is the time.
Hey, Rex. Where's my Vespa?
Yeah.
What?
I'll go check but it should be outside your garage upstairs.
Don't take my stuff.
Sorry. Trying to save Win.
She narrows her eyes and kind of walks away.
And then Rex realizes in his pocket he's got the distributor cap. He'll have to put it back together at some point.
I think Abby would go try and talk to Win.
Okay.
Because she has no idea what's going on. And nobody told her anything. It's fine. She'll kind of walk into the medical room and let the sliding glass doors close behind her. Hey.
I think Win is I think he's just laying like on his back on the medical table, with just like his hands or his arms like covering his eyes, just like lean back, and looks up. Hey.
Are you, okay? Nobody's really telling me anything.
I'm sure they will soon. My head hurts, but I'm fine.
Do you want some acetaminophen?
Is that what's in Tylenol?
Yes.
Then yes.
Sure. She's gonna go to her cabinet and open the little glass doors, take out a container, pop it open, give him a glass of water and 2 pills.
Sort of downs it and says, "They really didn't tell you anything?"
No. I just know that I think they stopped you.
Yeah.
From...
I blew up Travis's car.
You what?
There wasn't really another way. It's hard to explain, but I feel really bad about it, and I'm worried that he's gonna kill me, and I think Sal's definitely gonna kill me if he doesn't.
Why did you blow up the car?
You remember, God, feels like weeks ago, but yesterday, you asked me about the symbol on my hand.
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with that. But I
Like
don't.
a power surge?
Yeah. But I don't really understand it, and I haven't told anyone else about it. And I don't know if I should or what I should do now.
Well, I mean, like, the first thing I would do is just start researching. I mean, it's got to come from somewhere, and it's doing something to you, so...
Yeah, I know where it came from.
Where did it come from?
I sort of did it to myself a couple years ago.
How?
I was back in high school, right after graduation. A lot of stuff was going on, and I was studying for my exam, my test, and sort of with the organization my family belongs to. And I was messing around with some things, and I found a spell that I thought would help me, and I used it, and well, I think it's what caused the accident with my dad.
Oh.
And that's why I made the wish to undo that.
Well, I mean, I can see why. Maybe if we backtrack the spell, we can figure out what it's done to you.
Maybe.
I've been messing around a lot with trying to blend science and magic and figuring out better ways to heal people. I made sutures that the thing you use to sew people up when they've been hurt. I infused them with a healing spell, and a cut that would take months to heal took 2 days. So, I mean, if you're looking for a way to, I mean, I'd have to know exactly what was wrong with your dad, but if it's not magical, then, I mean, it might be something that you and I could work on.
Yeah, we could try that. I mean, I know that my mom looked into it when the accident happened. She never really told me what they did and what they tried, so I don't really know. But part
No
of me is
offense to your mom, but she's not me.
that is true. Yeah, no, that'd be good. People around me keep getting hurt, and I sort of tried to ignore that for as long as I could, but I don't really think I have the luxury of doing that anymore.
What are you saying?
I need to. I was really invested in my initiation with the order, and sort of one of the reasons with the club and all this is hard to really talk about, but one of the reasons I stopped with that is because we were doing, the research. There's a reason I really don't like researching things, and it's because that's kind of what led me to the spell that got me, like I said, and I've sort of hid from that part of my life for a while, and clearly it's not going to go away on its own.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have a bunch of people to help you. You're not doing this alone. Besides, I'm a better researcher than you anyways, so you're definitely gonna need me.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't know if the others are going to want to stick around if I'm going to keep getting people hurt.
Well, I mean, if anything, they'll stick around to keep you in line.
I don't know if I like that any better, but yeah, that's probably fair. I'd like to help I don't really have a lot of money, but I'd like to help compensate Travis for the car in however I can.
Well, I actually bought two. I was gonna give one to you, but I think we can just give that one to Travis.
That sounds like a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Maybe if you're a good boy, I'll buy you a Vespa.
Thanks, Abby.
You're welcome.
You see Rex like sneaking up on the Vespa upstairs, up in the garage in the yard with the distributor cap.
So if you want to, I mean, there's a portion of the cave that's kind of unfinished. There's a whole section over there that I haven't done anything with, but if you want to, a space to practice or, whatever, there's room.
That would be good. I think it would be better if I was closer. If I'm gonna be working on this kind of stuff again, I'm gonna talk to Davian about borrowing some things from him, and I've got some stuff back home that I can probably dust off.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. I mean, there are conditions, like you can't go up the elevator.
No, I understand. Yeah, I'll stay to my corner.
You can use the whole cave. I'm just saying that it goes right up to my bedroom, so like,
yeah,
kind of weird.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Right. Maybe I'll have you guys over for a proper dinner sometime, but no, I would not want to have to explain to my parents. Never mind. Maybe I'll get a tour of the house at some point, but
all right. So should we go talk to the others, or
are you ready to?
I mean, if you want to go read the room first and make sure they're... Yeah, I should probably just talk to them. It'd be better if I just...
I mean, I could give you a shot and put you out and tell them that you're taking a nap.
No. Like I said, I need to not hide from my problems anymore.
Right. Well, okay. Come on. Fine. Lead them out.
Okay. After a few minutes, the rest of you who are doing what? Hanging out in the cave?
I think after Stan left, Travis just kind of hung out in the room that he was in and just sat down in the chair and just sort of chilling there, probably snacking or something. Who knows?
Okay.
Sally has found a corner somewhere. Just taken off her jacket, put it on like a stool, a chair, and is just throwing knives at it.
Okay.
And then Rex is just sneaking the Vespa back in
Okay.
to the cave.
All right. So Vespa returned after a few minutes with the Mandalorian still going in the background. Abby returns with Wynn in tow.
Oh, thanks, Rex.
Sorry about that.
Hey,
Chucking knives.
hey, guys. Is Travis here?
Is he in his room? Sally?
Walks over, takes 3 out, walks back away again.
Maybe this isn't the best time.
No, it's...
Rex didn't see where Trav went.
Yeah.
He wasn't there, so
Abby's gonna go to Travis's room. Knock on the door.
He's in the room that Stan was in.
Oh.
I mean, you could still knock and not
Yeah.
find me. I just wasn't sure if that was
All right,
heard.
Abby's gonna go over to a computer because she doesn't know where he is. It's not a huge cave, but she's gonna hit a button, and then you guys hear a speaker click on. Travis to the main chamber, please. Travis to the main chamber.
Travis slowly walks out of the room that Stan was in, like, really?
Oh, I didn't know where you were, and I didn't want to yell. I had this system installed for a reason, and that's literally all I use it for.
He comes in. What's up?
Wynn has something he'd like to say,
Okay.
and I think we should all listen. Looking at Sally.
Holds a knife mid aim.
I think
It's not looking in that direction.
trying to interpose Abby between myself and Sally as much as possible.
Fair enough.
You guys are from the couch. Should I leave?
No, I think you're okay, unless you want him to leave.
I mean,
When do
he's
you
only
wanna
got
do?
27 minutes left.
No, it's fine.
All right. Sorry, we'll just be talking, so you're fine. Go ahead.
We're not even here.
Okay.
I just want to say I'm sorry. First, and sort of explain what happened, because I think y'all deserve that. If nobody interrupts, I think he tells them everything he just told Abby.
Fair enough. It's all good, dude.
All good. Just tried to keep you from doing the really stupid thing. I can show you the math.
Yeah, no, I appreciate y'all trying to stop me, and I'm sorry about the car. And Sal,
Lets it fly straight into the chair. Goes over, retrieves it. I gotta work tomorrow, so I'm out of here. Finally looks straight at Wynn. I'll see you at 9 a.m.
yes, ma'am.
Leaves.
Okay. Sally walks out.
She didn't hurt you, so that's a plus.
Yeah, we'll see how my shift tomorrow goes.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I'm gonna be working at the bar
Oh,
because that's what she asked.
can you work at a bar? You're not 21.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Not everybody's a prodigy. Like, some of us are in our second junior year.
I mean, technically, I'm in my second junior year. Just the first one was in high school.
Anyway, that's it. That's Travis, you sure we're good? All right. I'll just head home then.
You sure you don't want to hang out?
Looks like the Jen on the couch watching TV and nah, I probably need some space. need to go talk to Davian about moving stuff over here.
Okay. Call if you need anything.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
During all that, Rex was like, the hood was moving back and forth to whoever was talking, and then he kept looking at the Jinn and kind of seeing where they was at on the Mandalorian, because he's never felt like he should be here. He always feels like and so then it gets really awkward after Sal left, and they're just standing in the middle of the room, and as Wynn goes to leave, I guess they kind of like scoot along, like
Yeah,
like
I was-
quickly catch up and kind of, you know, put hands in pockets and fall into the rhythm of that him and Wynn walking out of
Yeah.
therapy.
Okay.
I was gonna say that as Wynn turned to leave, kind of realizing that Rex was still there, would have looked at Rex and said, "You wanna walk home together?"
Big nod.
And once we're out of sight, probably like no eye contact, just like walking and stuff, just says like to the side, like, "Thanks."
And Rex just like, you know, punches you in the in the arm, in the shoulder, kind of thing.
We're good.
Okay. So the two of you go to leave. Anybody else doing anything tonight?
I think Abby would just turn to Travis and say, "Can we have a slumber party tonight?"
How old are you?
I'm 18, but you know, I was just kidnapped and I don't really want to be alone. So, please.
Yeah, fine.
All right. Thank you.
Don't say I never did nothing for you, kid.
Ditto. That's it.
Okay. Everybody goes home or goes to sleep, has a slumber party, etc., etc. When do you go back to Davian's?
I do, yes.
Okay.
And we don't have to play it out, but I probably tells Davian what happened, and calls his parents.
Okay. Yeah, I think Davian, because I did remember that Abby had called him or texted him or something briefly when you had a meltdown. So yeah, I think he's not super sure what to do, but is waiting up when you return. So you can fill him in on what happened. And you call your parents.
Yeah, just to
What do you talk to them about?
I just make sure everything's okay. Apologize about the wall. Even though I'm sure my mom's already fixed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably just sit on the phone and I probably have a long talk with my dad on the phone. Just like talking everything through.
Okay.
Something we probably haven't done in a while. And just like maybe not even all about what just happened and like the accident and all that sort of stuff, but just like about lots of things, about Katie, about the friends that they met so briefly. Just a life chat with Dad.
Okay. That's very nice. We can talk about specifics of that if you want to, too. Yeah. Anything else anybody wants to do tonight? Okay. So you all eventually, very late in the evening, well past midnight, go to sleep in your respective homes and or whatever space you are currently staying in. And during the night, a couple of things happen. I'll start with Wynn. It is, well, I was already talking to you, so
It is very, very late, probably even getting into like early morning, and you are awakened by a light knocking at the window of your room.
I think with everything that has happened over the past couple days, probably jumps, and just like falls off the bed, staring at the window.
Oh no.
Hello?
You hear a brief like whine, and then what sounds like a dog barking outside.
I walk to the window. Do I recognize the dog?
You do. You see a large black mastiff sort
Oh.
of sitting there.
Oh, the gin. Okay. I crack open the window, and kind of lean out. Yeah.
There is a brief flash of light, and standing on the side lawn of Davian's house is your friend of mine, Ixto, the Jinn. Good morning.
What time is it?
I do not know. This place very heavily warded. I could not enter.
Yeah. Davian's good about that. I think Wynn will just kind of climb out the window, and close it like enough behind him so he's not like making a bunch of noise. Be like, what's going on?
You, why you have not used wish power yet?
What do you mean I blew up a car with it?
Is not what it was meant for, and that was not me. You're still on the periphery of my vision, I suppose.
What?
Like an annoying glowing beacon.
Well, I'm sorry to have inconvenienced you with my trauma.
I
What?
accept.
All right. No, I get it. You've had a rough go, I'm sure, the past few days too. So I have to use this power to heal someone.
Well, that would be the most literal interpretation. I thought when you sort of flew out of your friend's residence, that is where you were going. Is
Yeah.
this not...
Yeah, that's.
I'm getting bits and pieces of your adventures, but it seems like they are not going well.
No, they're not. I stopped because that's not what he wanted. Is it? Can you take it back?
The wish? No, you've made it.
Can I get rid of it?
You can use it. This is mostly for my curiosity.
I sort of got the impression that if I use it, something terrible's gonna happen.
It's always possible.
All right. And what happens if I don't?
You blink forever on the edges of my vision until you die. Then I'm free of you.
I take it that that's annoying for you. Is this like a threat? Are you going to...
No, again, mostly my curiosity. You want to heal your dad, but he does not want to be healed. Why?
Because people are complicated.
I'm learning this.
But I could use it on someone else if they wanted it.
I suppose. You asked for the power to do this thing. but not this specific thing to happen. So if you wanted to channel power somewhere else, it's out of my hands. I just give you the power.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna...
Again, mostly for my sake.
Yeah. No, I get that. I will try to use it as soon as possible to not bother you any further.
The agreement was for me to leave Georgia, but I will stay if you have questions.
That's not a bad idea. Would you be interested in be okay with staying for a little bit longer? I can go buy some kibble and no.
I'm not sure what kind of creature you take me for.
I think I could get Davian to lower the warding if he probably would have a lot of questions for you, but he also has Netflix, I think. So you could...
This seems a fair trade.
Yeah.
Is
There's a lot-
Davian, is he a witch like you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is that all right?
I suppose we'll see.
He's a nice enough guy. I don't think he'd try anything.
You blew up car last night. I didn't think you'd try that.
Touche. I'll go wake him up and see if he's okay letting you in.
I'll just stay like this.
That's fine. I think he'll understand. 1 second, and I will climb through the window and try to explain. I already told David, I think, about the gin, and try to ask him if he wants
Oh, and also he's here.
wants another roommate.
Can my Jen have a sleepover?
Please.
His dad said it was okay.
And I'll offer. I don't know if we the full extent of Abby's offer, but I don't know if how many rooms that Davian has here. The Jin could always, or Ixtos could stay in my room, and I could just, I guess, crash at the bunker if I really needed to.
He's got 3 bedrooms, I think.
Is one of them dedicated as a library, or
No, I said his books are in his living room. Well, there's that one bedroom in the back that has the prison in the closet.
True.
So, what a strange thing to say. What an
Um,
odd thing I've just said.
But yeah, I will advocate for letting Ixtos stay for a bit. I'll explain the kind of wish power that I guess I still have, and that we may need to figure out what to do with that.
Okay.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah, I was gonna have you roll plus charm to do something, manipulate someone, probably.
Yeah, that sounds
I think is what it's called. Yeah.
fair. All right, charm. $14. I did advance my manipulate someone.
Wow, really?
Yes, I did.
On a 12 plus. Oh, you
I don't think-
absolutely convinced them. Is what you've done. I was gonna say, for a bystander, that wouldn't do anything for you because Davian's already pretty
Yeah,
much your
he's
ally.
Yeah. So I don't think it really helps in this circumstance.
Nope. It just definitely works on him. Davian thinks this is a most excellent.
Sweet. I was banking
idea.
on the super nerd
I think
taking over.
you get like halfway through your explanation, and as soon as he finds out that the Jinn is still in Cedar Grove, he's like ready. He's in it.
Cool.
He's very convinced. Yep. Great. You have a Jinn living with you.
This turned into a really weird sitcom.
It is.
At Davian's place. 2 witches and a
That's what we'll
djinn.
call it.
Davian's place. Great. So, yeah, I think Davian sort of adjusts his warding to let Ixto be able to come and go.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, I'm awake now, so I'm just getting ready to go to Sal's, I guess. Go to the bar.
Great. You start getting ready to go to the bar. One other thing that happens before we get to that. Rex, it's the middle of the night when you do your best work. It is about 2:30 a.m. and you, as per usual, are spending a little time trolling the internet, the local news, your favorite tabloids, your favorite conspiracy websites, for trolling around for any sort of interesting happenings. For the most part, it's pretty standard stuff. Someone, for the third time this week, has done a report on the sewer gator that they're convinced is living in Cedar Grove. But you're sure it's probably nothing. Or is it?
Yeah.
But as you sort of get through those, there is a story in the local Cedar Grove newspaper that catches your eye. In the personal section of the newspaper, there is an in memoriam that has been taken out for a person named Blakely Hopper. She was a 19-year-old local OSU student who, you remember the story, was unfortunately killed in a car accident a few weeks ago on Halloween. She was struck by a drunk driver. They've taken out this ad in memory of her to sort of thank the community for the support they've received, and then they're asking that people don't send flowers or meals or anything like that, but instead they donate to Safe Ride and all this kind of standard stuff. But the name and the picture of Blakely looks familiar to you. So you pull up one of your conspiracy websites that you browse. I don't know which one, conspiracy.gov. And after a brief search, you find a short write-up and the headline that you were looking for. The headline on the website reads, "Hopper Girl Back from Dead. What This Means for the Sane of Cedar Grove." The author of which claims to have seen Blakely Hopper 3 days ago, entering her family home with her father, John, and very much alive. This article, to your surprise, has something that most of the articles on this website don't. It has a photo. It's a bit blurry, and it is from far away, with a comparison to the other photos you can find of her, both in this in memoriam and on her Facebook and Twitter page. It could be her.
Or a doppelganger.
Or a doppelganger. Or a body snatcher.
Mm-hmm.
But it
All
looks an awful lot like
possibilities.
somebody who died several weeks ago.
All right. Yeah, it's 2:30. Don't send a text to everyone. Don't send a text to everyone. Don't send a text to everyone. Okay, I'll go check it.
Where'd you go?
I guess I'll get on the bike and I'll go nearby, like their home, and then I'll start checking to see if there's, like, you know, ATM cameras, CTV cameras, security cameras anywhere, if they don't have cameras in their own house. Because if they do, I'll use their own cameras
Okay.
to check it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say as you sort of take your bike past and kind of down the street, you slow down a little bit in front of their house, and you can see on the wall next to their front door just the slightest glowing ring of a doorbell camera.
Okay. All right. Well, then, you know, crack the knuckles and start trying to get into said system to take a look.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll. Let's see, what is investigate? Plus sharp.
All right. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Okay, that is a partial success, so you would get like a general question. But I think you can. These are not super locked down pieces of technology. I think it takes you a little bit of time, but you can sort of get in using the sort of the especially the social media nearby of these like neighborhood groups and next door and things like that, where people oftentimes will post a lot of videos of, oh, this person came up and knocked on my door today and I don't know who they are. I'm gonna call the sheriff because I'm having a meltdown, things like that. But you can kind of get in and eventually trace back to their doorbell. And there is a list essentially of times when the doorbell was rung and photos and video evidence of the person who was there. And there's also motion alerts for when mail was dropped off and things like that. So you scroll back through to yesterday afternoon, right around 5 o'clock, to a motion alert, and coming up the front porch, you see 3 people, a sort of middle-aged man with blonde hair with a little bit of gray coming through it, unlocking the door, and entering the house, and behind him 2 girls, one of which who looks very much like Blakely, and the other who could probably be her younger sister.
All right. Yeah, I'll definitely do, cross-reference photographs and bone structure and facial recognition to try to nail down whether this is Bailey or not.
Okay. Yeah, it's you sort of go through a lot of photos and records and things like that, and for your purposes, there's almost no way it's not her. You're pretty positive that it's her. And she was home yesterday.
Now, there's no lights on in the house or anything, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Boy, I should have taken that move where I get experience for doing stupid stuff. I guess I would maybe leave a GoPro at my own angle, like on a telephone pole or something. So
Okay.
that I can have my own video feed. And I guess I'll head somewhere to get some food.
Okay. Yeah, so you wait till make sure no one is around, set up a camera feed near the house, and go get something to eat. With this information on your mind.
I'll set a text up so when normal people may be awake, not like, well, Abby's not normal. So when Trav would be awake, that's when the text will go out with, blah blah info blah blah, face recognition with the little, a little like what is it called? The little corporate point. Oh my God, what is it? It's a little presentation.
Slideshow.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a little slideshow that like does the facial recognition for them and shows them what clues I had put together so far.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, the next morning, when you are walking in right before 9 o'clock to the Centurion, where Sally works, and Sally, you see him arrive, and at about that moment, Travis, you're probably just waking up. I don't know, is 9 o'clock too early for you?
he'd probably have woken up, but he's not gonna get up for another hour. So he'd probably be like semi-conscious.
Okay.
He wakes up, and his head feels weird. And
My head?
Yes. Abby has French braided his hair while he was sleeping. She's reading next to him in the bed.
This is taking a minute for Rob to process. Is his hair long enough?
It is in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's long enough to French
Yeah.
braid.
I can French braid GB's hair.
The most disconcerting part is the syringe and the thing of Demerol, you know, that she knocked you out with. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What the fuck did you do to my head?
French braided it. I was practicing on being stealthy, but you just didn't wake up at all, so I just did the whole thing. I'm sorry, I can take them out. I'll give you a nice wave.
What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Did that upset you?
I mean, it's fine. How do I look? Do I look magnificent? Am I the belle of the ball?
You look kind of like when those white rappers try to like do cornrows.
Noted. Travis will go find a mirror and start undoing it.
Okay. It's easy to undo. It's just a braid.
Okay,
You do
great.
have a nice little body wave going on though.
A what?
Your hair's just a little wavy, but it's nice.
Oh,
Like a natural wave.
huh. Did you put something in my hair too?
No, the hair follicles will, if they're left in a position long enough, they will start to adhere to that. Usually, if they're heated and then cooled in that position, they stay better. That's why girls blow dry their hair or do like heated curls. They go under that thing, you know. She motions like the hood thing that they have at the salons.
Rebro?
Noted. Both Travis and Rob. Huh.
What time of year is it?
It is. We're coming up on Thanksgiving
So finals are next month.
here soon. Yeah, finals are probably coming up in the next 3 weeks.
And it's Sunday.
It is now.
Okay.
You guys, I don't know what day it is.
I-
Sunday
I-
sounds right though.
Yeah.
As long as we're not in a dry district that won't let me open
Right.
on a Sunday, we're good.
Not this one. This is the best place in Georgia.
The best district.
Did you have plans for today?
Well, I would say no, but inevitably, I feel as though some sort of monster is going to appear, and thus I will have plans. So,
Yeah, I hope they lay off next month. I've got a lot of finals to study for.
I'll put in a request with the National Monster Committee.
Thanks.
You all get a text
Oh, good.
from Rex.
What did I tell you? God, it's like I have 6 cents for this shit now.
I guess I'll start looking at stuff.
Yeah. So what does the text say?
It's like a slideshow, and it's like monsters and you, and then it slides across, and then the ad rolls up. Like it's very corporate, like schmoozy, specifically done to be very
Starway.
Swipe.
Starway.
Yep, exactly. And then then it comes up with the article, and then it shows a picture of the person, and then it says that, and then it shows the picture, the grainy, horrible picture of 2 days ago, and then Rex's camera feed comes up in the pictures that he got from yesterday, and it says about how she's supposed to be dead, but yet the article same thing Savvy said, sort of deal. And then it's
Sally
just-
texts back, I am so down for some zombies.
We really gotta get Rex a relationship of some sort. I feel as though they have too much time on their hands.
I don't even know if Rex is a girl or a boy.
You know what? We'll just throw them into a bar and see what sticks. I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah. I'm gonna text Ajax and let him know that this thing is in town because I assume he's still in town. He was here yesterday.
Yeah, he hasn't had time to leave, I don't think. He's
Um,
never gonna get anything done.
No, right? And let him know if he wants to come over and help. He's totally
Come over and kill a monster.
He sends back a zombie emoji followed by that emoji of the smiley face that's got like the pink cheeks. It's like,
You know, zombies are scientifically impossible. It has to be some sort of magic thing if it is a zombie, which I'm
Do
not
you-
saying it is.
Do you say this out loud?
Yes.
I love how you're still trying to pull this scientifically impossible bullshit as if we haven't seen witches, strigas, and like, I don't know, genie. Like, literally, we had Aladdin's genie chilling here the other day. Like,
Yes, but zombies are, I mean, by definition, zombies are reanimated people. And that can be done with magic, but scientifically, it's not a thing. It can't happen.
whatever you say.
I could show you the math.
I could show you a zombie, probably. I mean,
Get me my books, please.
yes, Your Highness.
Sits down and starts typing on the computer.
so you all receive a text from Sally that says she is so down for some zombies. You
See,
do
zombie. She's a literal demon. She is a literal demon. How's your math on that one? Sorry, please continue, Monster of Ceremonies.
No, you're great. But Sally, it's 9:02 a.m. and your barback has just arrived in the form of Winthrop.
Now, I think Win showed up early. I don't want to. He got up super early. I think he was there at least 15 minutes before the shift was supposed
Okay.
to start.
So he's been there for a few minutes.
A little bit, yeah.
She made him wait until precisely 9 a.m. to open the door.
To like clock in, yeah.
Power play.
Mm-hmm. But
love it.
literally unlocks the door at precisely 9 a.m. and then walks away and behind the bar and is preternaturally chopping citrus fruit. It's kind of scary how quickly it happens.
Morning. You just want me to wipe down tables for a bit, or do you?
I have 4 kegs that need to be changed, so I hope you brought one of those belts, help support the back. So there's those. We have a brunch party coming in shortly, so I need you to go ahead and make sure that everything back there is washed and ready to go. And then we're going to have a little bit of a pop quiz about proper glasses. I hope you studied.
Win just stands there, dumbfounded for a second, and then says, "All right, I'll start changing out the kegs," and just heads to the back.
Does Win know how to do this thing?
That's a good question. I mean, I imagine.
Has Win ever popped a keg?
I asked that to the one who did
From-
several episodes ago throw a party at a frat house.
Yeah, I think Win is very familiar with how to use. Sean is not, but Win is very familiar with kegs and
We drink wine in this.
how
house.
they
which
work.
you do with the keg.
So yes, no, I think he does have that experience.
Okay.
Whether he is strong enough to change out 4 by himself in that period of
He has
time.
magic powers.
Maybe he uses some magic to help him. We'll see.
You gonna risk that, buddy?
We'll see how desperate he gets to survive. Because right now, I don't know if he has any other option. Gonna try. Do I need to roll?
I really want you to. I don't know what to have you roll to.
Hey, if it's tough related,
Kick a
it's
keg.
bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're worried about being able to physically move them, then I'll say you are going to have to roll plus tough.
Gonna have to kick some ass.
Yeah, you're gonna have to kick that
Kicks
keg
ass.
ass.
I am so gonna fight this keg.
I will give you the choice. You can roll plus
Oh
tough,
man.
or you can use magic to help yourself. But you know what happens when you roll bad on the magics.
Yeah. So
I'll say for the moment, Sally has left you unsupervised.
yeah. Well, I
That
will
he's
say.
aware of.
Yeah, that I'm aware of.
You think?
I will say one thing. So I don't think Win wants to. It is his temptation, though, to use magic for things that he could do without it. And this is something he might not even be able to do without magic. So I think he's going to try to resist the temptation to use magic.
Okay,
Which
there's
is
a roll for this.
There is a roll. He has to act under pressure in order
Yes.
to use it. I don't get experience for if I fail and I decide to fall into my temptation. If I'm
Right.
trying to resist it, I don't get experience. But
Okay, then roll plus cool
okay,
to do the right thing.
I'm slightly better at cool than tough.
Not that good.
Not good enough. That's a 6.
You fail.
Can Sally aid him by literally screaming from the front? And if you use magic, you don't want to know what will happen.
Sure. I'll have you roll to. I'm going to say help because mechanically it's a help. It does feel more like an interfere. But yeah, that is plus cool.
Okay. It'll be 7.
Okay. Let's hang on to that partial success. I don't know that you can expose yourself to any serious trouble right now, Sally, but-
Financially, maybe if this goes bad enough.
Yeah, I think the concern about what Win is about to do is probably trouble enough. But yeah, you win. Can you add a +1 to that? So that will be a 7.
Which means that worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
You can use magic to help yourself very easily. Oh man, I'm trying to decide. You will have to use a little bit of magic to help move these. Nothing serious. And nothing that is going to have extreme consequences, such as a broken arm or your friend needing a tracheotomy. Both of which have happened to the person you're stuck in this bar with. But there is going to be a little bit of a give and take, because that the strength you're going to need to move these is going to have to come from somewhere.
Okay. So it's use a little bit of magic to be able to do it, or just not be able to do it.
Yeah, I think so.
Oof.
This is not serious magic. I'll say for you, this is like Baby Town
Yeah.
frolics.
And Sally's yelling at
But
me
it's gonna
from
have to
the
come
other,
from somewhere.
and she's yelling at me from the other room not to use
And
it,
Sally's the only other person in the bar right now.
which means she could murder me without witnesses. No, I think I'll stick with the side of Win trying to resist using magic, because of Sally's
Okay.
prodding and because he rolled well enough. So I think just like covered in sweat and probably like some clanging in the back room of not being able to lift them or to get them in a position, unless there's anything else terrible that happens from him not doing it. Comes
you're
back,
fine.
comes from the back and just looks at Sal. I didn't use magic. I promise.
Sally, you can tell he's been trying to move him with just his own hands.
But did you fill those with lead?
No, just beer. Do you want help?
That would be good.
Sure. She'll go back, easily lift all of them into place for him, set them down. You good?
Why didn't you ask?
I'm good. Thank you.
You have 10 minutes and we're going over glasses.
Oh. Okay. Glasses. Just like gets on his phone. Starts Googling.
I want to have you roll to remember the different classes. I'm not going to do that. How well do you think Wynn does, Sean?
Bad.
Bad?
Bad. I mean, everything's a solo
No,
cup.
he does
Like he doesn't
bad.
know. He doesn't know the difference between glassware. I don't think
He
he's
knows
used.
what a mug looks like.
Yeah, probably gets that one right. And a shot glass.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. The
Calls
like
it columns of
curved
water.
ones and stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to go through this once. Here we go. And just starts naming them all off, where they are, what they do, what's supposed to go in them, everything. Just boom, 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 boom.
All right. I
You have a
Good.
very educational morning at the bar.
focused like my life depended on it. Because it
And
probably
Sally, he does okay.
Because
Probably.
it probably does.
I think he does maybe a little bit better than you expected him to, mostly in that there is no magic to be seen coming from Wynn during this entire experience.
Cool.
Except for my magical personality.
Does he say that?
Tell the guy from the swim team that he remembers you.
Listen, he was a monster of some sort because that's the only explanation for why my manipulate didn't work on him.
He is the ultimate big bad. It's okay.
Yeah.
That guy from the swim team. All right.
But tries
Anything
my
else you would like to accomplish this morning?
I was just gonna say tries his hardest to be charming to the brunch party that's coming in to make up for the fact that he doesn't know what he's doing.
Excellent. Yeah, just monitoring, seeing if any magic happens.
He does okay.
Excellent. And making him work a double.
It's a rough day. Especially knowing there's a zombie on the loose somewhere in town.
Yeah.
Or is it? But later on, at the end of your day at the bar, I assume, unless there's anything else you guys want to do, I assume you all regroup.
Oh, one thing by the end
Sure.
when we're closing up.
Mhm.
She'll tip him out.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to Travis. Can you hold on to it actually for me? And can I maybe work a few more days this week? I wanted to get him something for his new car.
Sure. You know, it's not that I don't want you to do magic, right?
Yeah. I mean, considering it's the only thing I'm useful for, I figured that was probably
No.
the case.
Not at all. It's. You also realize it's not that I don't like you. You realize if I didn't like you, you would have been dead about 20 times over.
Yeah.
Look forward to the future, not the past. And if you can use that stuff to do something good, okay. But that doesn't include moving my kegs. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Cool. All right, let's go kill some zombies.
Okay. Just 1 second. And probably goes to the back and like just like falls on the ground for a bit after the shift, like exhausted. And then like picks himself back up to come back out.
Cool.
You all regroup, and I'm sure that during the day, the rest of you have been doing some research and some other things, which we will get to in just a moment because we are going to go ahead and take our break right now. So thank you, everybody who's been hanging out with us, and to our Raider friends who just got here a few minutes ago.
Hi, Raiders.
So glad you're here and hanging out and having fun. So we're going to take a quick break and refresh our drinks and our snacks and ourselves, and we'll be back in just a few minutes to see what the heck is going on this week in Cedar Grove, Georgia. We'll be right back. And welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging with us while we took a quick break, a quick refresher. But we are back. We're in it. We're ready to go. We're going to pick back up where we left off with what are Rex and Abby and Travis doing while they wait for Sal and Wynn to show up.
That is a good question. I think I took a thing for this. I didn't. I'm researching.
Travis is helping you research.
Okay.
How does Striga have sex? Are they like eggs? Is it
Oh
like
my
a
God.
live birth, or is it like eggs?
I think they're made like not.
But like, can you have a
Made?
baby Striga? Like, if we left that girl a Striga, and then like she met a nice man Striga, and they wanted to have a baby Striga, could it
Mhm.
happen?
No. It's a magic thing. It's not a biological thing.
Well, you're always going on about science this and science that.
Yeah.
Figured you would, I don't know, figure out a way, genetically create
mean-
Strigas and create a Striga army. Oh,
Travis, you know, the
Why
first
don't-
class you take when getting your doctorate is a class on morals.
why don't countries have magic departments?
How do you know they don't?
Well, because you would see people going to war on griffins or some shit. It would be excellent. I would have enlisted, honestly, if I could ride a Pegasus into war or something. Shoot lasers out of its horn. Wait, do Pegasuses have horns, or is that a unicorn?
No, unicorns have horns. There is a type of creature that has a horn and wings, but I don't
I'm in.
have my
We're
brony
finding it.
knowledge on the top of my mind right now. What is it?
Alicorn.
An alicorn.
A what?
An alicorn.
Oh, that's rad. Can we
You know,
find
there's-
one?
Yeah, there's a whole show that you can watch, and she pulls up My Little Pony and puts it on the screen next to her, and like does this with her hand. Have fun.
It's like a kid show.
Friendship is magic, Travis. Don't make fun of it.
Oh shit! Wait, is it?
It could be.
Travis will watch skeptically.
How long do you sit there watching My Little Pony? Because this is definitely what we are talking about now.
He'll go through an episode, be like, "That was," please, and then he'll click another one.
Okay.
2 episodes, and then they get there.
It brought you a little bit of joy. It was like a nice,
Oh,
It was kind of nice.
Oh.
No zombies, no strigas, no cars exploding.
Oh.
Shutterfly helped Applejacks, and they had a problem with the cart, and they needed to have a party to get stuff to build the cart to get it back to, Pony Village.
It reminded you
this
a little
real?
bit of probably.
That is an episode.
It reminded you a little bit of you and Rex working together to have Abby's Vespa towed back to her house.
Amazing.
Nice. I'm doing actual research. Can
You
I roll
are.
for that?
Whatever. All
You can
right.
roll. You can roll to investigate a mystery.
Oh boy. Plus sharp, baby. It's an 8.
Okay, you can ask one general question.
That's a very specific question. The first thing that came to my mind, is it a zombie? Is this does this seem like a credible resource / is this bullshit or not? That's my question.
Based on the amount of information, especially I think with all the recon that Rex did the night before and having photos from the cameras at the family's house and everything, you haven't seen Blakely in person, but you're a student there, and I think you probably remember a few weeks ago when this happened. This is still fairly fresh, but I think you have enough information now to think that while it might not necessarily be a zombie or something like that, there something is going on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think it's a zombie.
Lame.
Okay. That was hurtful, Travis.
Wait, you didn't create zombies.
No, and I hope I never do.
I wasn't saying you're lame. I'm just saying the situation is kind of, it would be a little more interesting if it was a zombie. Be like The Walking Dead.
The what?
Like before it got shitty. So
The
like about a
Walking-
season and a half, and then it was like, we're still on this farm? Like, come on.
I don't know. Is that a show?
Let me get this straight. You watch My Little Pony, but you don't watch Batman or The Walking Dead, or like, what do you do?
I've never said that I watched My Little Pony. I've just seen the memes. I study and I research. I make things that help us so that we don't die, and
Yes,
go to
it's
school.
It's all very impressive.
Thank you.
But you gotta take a break every now and again, kid.
Yeah, I totally will when there aren't monsters. And I don't have finals.
Fair enough.
What are you going to do for Christmas?
Same thing I do every day.
Sit in your room and see if you can fling your socks into your laundry basket from across the room?
First of all, it is a finely honed skill that has taken years to perfect. And second of all, how do you know I do that? That's creepy.
Because there's a pile of socks around your laundry bin?
Those were practice.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if my parents are going to be in town or not, but maybe you could come for Christmas dinner?
Are you asking me to meet your parents? I'm honored.
Oh my god, that might be a problem. If they're, it's fine. Just pretend like you're a college student.
Do I look like a college student?
With your hair wavy like that, kind of.
Thank you.
All right. Research accomplished. Sal and Win, you reconvene with the rest of the group.
I was gonna say, if you leave us alone, we're just gonna banter for like the rest of the rest of the session.
And
You're all
God, we wouldn't
together.
want that.
Dear Lord.
You're all together. Win looks kind of like shit.
Win just walks in and then face plants on the couch. And just like mumbled through the couch. So there's zombies?
No, apparently not. But good guess. I'm with you, man.
Man.
You okay?
Tired.
He experienced a brunch rush.
Aw,
ooh.
baby's first brunch rush. I remember my first brunch rush.
I didn't even know you could drink that many mimosas.
Coming from the college student, the frat boy. Coming from the frat boy.
I've
No,
never
it's just
seen-
really entertaining to watch like mothers of 2-year-olds do it. Yeah.
Mm.
I actually just keep a tally behind the bar for it. It's we have like a running betting system. Anyway, so if it's not zombies, then what are we thinking? Shapeshifter?
Maybe. Could be an illusion spell. I mean, it could be hundreds of different things. We'll have to get a closer look.
Or just a regular old insurance scam?
Yeah, the dad's got to be involved either way. I mean, how do you just walk around with your dead daughter and not like, oh, she's back to life? Wow, like, isn't this crazy? Like, I feel like he would have held a press conference or something.
So maybe we just go talk to her dad?
Sure.
Ooh,
look around
maybe
the house?
he's enchanted to think that his daughter never died and somebody took her place.
How would you explain the picture then?
What picture?
You mean somebody looks like her took her place?
Yeah.
I'll
Could just
write
be-
it down on the theory board.
Could just be a misunderstanding too. I mean,
What? Sorry, I misunderstood that my daughter died.
no,
It's a hell of a misunderstanding.
but you know, news might have gotten it wrong. Maybe she's got a twin sister. I don't know. Just spit. I thought there were no bad ideas. I'm just gonna lay down again.
No, it's okay, big guy. You got this. I'm with you.
So we go up to the house, and what's the plan?
Or we could go to the graveyard, see if her grave's still there, and
You
if
want-
something clawed out of it or not. Not unlike a zombie.
Or if it's just stuff with rocks.
That too. Let's do some grave robbing, huh? That
Oh.
got dark. Sorry, everybody.
I guess less robbing, more checking.
Grave
Grave
checking. Let's do some
checking.
grave checking.
Grave
Right, that's
auditing.
his big hood.
Grave auditing. There it
go,
is. Grave
see?
auditing.
You still
Yeah.
got it.
That's actually, maybe we could actually tell people that if people
We're auditing
we get caught,
graves.
we're auditing graves.
There's been a recent string of insurance scams, and we just want to make sure. I like this. Guys, we're a good team.
So are we all going? I think some of us should go to the house to see and talk to the family.
I volunteer for the one that doesn't involve physical labor.
Agreed. Mostly because I don't want to. That seems like a moral gray ground that I don't want to think about.
I think the pretty faces go to the house, and the less, shall we say, socially inclined types go to the graveyard. And Sally, you unfortunately fit into both categories, so it's really up to you where you want to go.
Flattery will get you everywhere, slips. Modification though. let's send the kids to the house to talk. Let's send Slips to the back of the house to break in and see what can be seen. Rexy and I go check the grave.
I'm going to take it as though you said that I had a pretty face and that I will go to the house as well.
Technicality, yeah, go for it.
All right.
Okay. Do we know how many siblings she had? Did she have any?
Bring it up. Social media.
Uh,
A typical Rex report.
Yes, you all open the file that Rex has compiled for you. Yes. So Blakely, when she passed, was 19 and a student at OSU. She has a younger sister, who is 17, named Maddox, who is a senior at the local high school.
And Dad are alive?
Just Dad.
When do you have a plan as to what we're gonna say?
I don't know, maybe like classmates.
Yeah.
Offering our condolences. I mean, we don't know if she's still alive.
Right. How is that going to be more than a 2-second conversation?
I could make it work. You know, want to like reminisce, talk about stories. People like to talk
School
about...
paper.
That works too. Actually, that's a good one.
It's always a school paper.
And we want to write like a memorial for her for the paper. Ask some questions.
Ask about the donations.
Yeah.
Talk more about that.
Yeah, I like that. What's the name of the school paper? I've never read it.
You mean the Nest?
That's right. Nest.
My college paper was the Lumberjack, so it's very feasible.
What was ours? The Plainsman?
Ospreys.
The Plainsman.
Yeah.
It was better than anything I could have come up with. So I know you guys all saw me go.
Nest.
The Nest is great. It's called The Nest.
Yeah,
Go
so
Ospreys.
Ratton Memorial for... What was her name again?
Blakely.
All right.
Should I like be a photographer?
Got a camera?
Yeah. Abby pulls out from her desk just a small digital camera.
Probably a good, ask for photos and stuff too.
Yeah, maybe take a picture of her room.
Yeah.
Get us upstairs. I don't know.
Well, so Travis, you're going to be sneaking in through the back then and trying to like snoop around.
So,
Yep.
so we just want to keep him at the
So
front.
keep in the front room.
Okay.
Sounds like as good a plan I've ever had to do something like this. So
Actually went really well. Wow. Dude, wow. Nice
And
job,
only-
everyone.
Only took a few mysteries under our belt, but I think that we're really coming together.
Do we need a team name?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I didn't have one, but I was thinking that we needed one.
Get my hopes up, kid.
I'm
Jeez.
sorry. I'll start a list.
Brainstorm.
yeah,
Just
we'll get
keep
another.
them just coming in the text thread. Just keep them rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So a plan has been made.
Really sick to watch. Rex, Sally, Travis win.
And
always really sick to watch.
No,
I was
like-
stuck
I
on
like
I was
really
stuck on
not-
RST because like, oh, those go together.
I like to
really
watch
sick to watch
anytime.
and.
The and leaves you open for like more team members down the line.
Yeah.
Really sick to watch and
I'm glad that I'm an afterthought.
I listen.
it does
Travis
start with
wouldn't have
A.
forgotten you. Rob forgot because Rob's not
Savannah, how dare.
with it.
The last time I played Abby, they forgot her in a closet, okay?
What?
That was
Yeah.
purely accidental.
What? Did we forget you in a closet?
No, not you guys. The
Oh.
last game I
The
was in.
previous
She
incarnation
was
of
forgotten
Abby.
Oh.
in the closet. She was left behind and had to walk home.
Oh.
That Abby
Rob
was
will-
way quieter, and it was
Yeah.
literally like there was like 6 of us, and it was an accident.
When did you play Abby last?
I'll tell you later.
Okay, sorry. Brain.
I apologize to the previous incarnation of Abby.
He probably deserves some apologies. Anyway, a plan has been made. And yeah, you split the party. Good. And
I don't like that.
Sal and no, this game is built for that. It's great. I love it when you guys do this. It's fun. Or is it? Sal and Rex head to the cemetery, where you know Blakely to have been buried a couple of weeks ago. And Wynn and Abby and Travis. Travis, are you going separately?
I think
To the house?
that the way they would have approached it is they went all together in the same car, and then maybe Travis got out a little bit further down the street, and they pulled up alone, like together. But Travis kind of just cut through people's yards or something.
Okay, so we drop Travis off down the street. Okay, so let's start with Wynn and Abby, who are going to the Hopper residence. I assume just walking up to the front door to speak with Blakely's father, John. All right, so you knock on the door, ring the fancy doorbell, the fancy video doorbell, and after a moment, someone answers the door. A middle-aged man, white skin, kind of dark blonde hair, pushed back on top with a little bit of gray running through it, a little bit of stubble across his face, answers the door and says, can I help you?
Wynn has ditched his hat and has buttoned his shirt up the rest of the way
Okay.
for this.
Respectable.
Yeah. It says, Mr. Hopper,
That's me.
my name is Wynn. This is Abby. We're with the Nest. We were planning to write a memorial for Blakely. We're hoping maybe we could come in and talk to you for a bit, kind of get an idea of more of what she was like, since we didn't know her in person, so we can do her justice.
And have you rolled to manipulate someone?
So wrong.
Yeah. I don't feel at all shitty about this.
It's your plan.
Oof.
Oof.
That's a 6.
Can I help?
You can certainly try. How do you help? Other than being there and having a
Yeah,
camera?
I think Abby will just emphasize things like sorry and so sorry for your loss, and like we're the school newspaper, like kind of hype manning, but not
Okay,
in a hype way.
trying to make him seem
Chill
legit.
hype Manning.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, roll plus cool.
I'm super cool.
You're so
Got
super
12.
cool.
Oh,
All right,
nice.
12. Yeah, on a 10 plus, you give Wynn a +1 So they will do it, but something about you have to tell them right now why it's a good idea. I don't have the move pulled up, but I think you sort of say this to him, and Abby kind of backing you up and like filling in the details that will make this seem like you're actually legit. Abby, who probably reads the school newspaper, or at least knows it exists.
Skims it.
Yeah, pick it up. It's free. Pick it up every now and then. You can get it online. Yeah, I think he looks tired. And I think is sort of looking at you and is just kind of like, listen, kids, I know you mean well, but I've been through this a lot in the last couple weeks.
I'm sure, and I know this is a bother. I can promise we're not going to ask anything about what happened or anything. We just want to get an idea of what she was like growing up and, you know, who she was when she was alive. So we'll try to keep this as lighthearted as we can.
All right. And he kind of he opens the door the rest of the way and kind of motions you inside and leads you into a house similar to Davian's, I think. Kind of your standard brick ranch house, a few bedrooms, into sort of the entryway and around into a living room. You know, bit TV on the wall, a couch and a reclining chair, pretty much your standard living space, and kind of motions for you to sit on the couch, and walks to one of the doorways and says, would you like something to drink? Water? Tea?
No, I'm okay.
I don't want to put you out. We're perfectly fine.
All right. He sort of sits down in the reclining chair, kind of elbows on his knees, and what do you want to know?
Is her sister here? I mean, if we could have a family perspective, I think that would be, if she's up for it.
Yeah, I think she's out of school today. I don't know. Seniors. Something always going on with them. Let me see. And he kind of goes to the hallway and calls up the stairs up to the second floor to Maddox, and after a couple minutes you hear sort of a door open and close and footsteps coming down the stairs. He comes back around the corner with a younger girl. She's 17, sort of long blonde hair, dressed casually. I don't know what 17-year-olds wear. Casual clothes. I don't know. She looks very much like her sister, though. But she kind of goes around the corner and is like, Hi.
Send a text to Travis. Everyone's in the family room.
And Wynn will just do their best to start like asking questions about, like, you know, what was it like growing up with Blakely, and, you know, what sort of things was she into as a kid, and, you know, was she a good older sister, and, you know, that sort of stuff, and like getting them to just like tell stories and getting invested in like talking about Blakely.
Okay. Yeah, I think you do this. I think you notice the dad does most of the talking, and Maddox, I think, she kind of looks like she doesn't want to be there, but, you know, she's a 17-year-old girl, so she doesn't want to be most places. But she answers your questions, but in short answers, and her kind of lets her dad do most of the storytelling and talking.
If we could Ocean's 11 this a little bit, I think before we got into this, the conversation, Wynn would have probably told Abby and had a conversation like, I'm gonna get them talking as much as I can. You try to get a read on like what they are, like what's up with them, and if they're telling the truth and stuff.
Yeah, Abby, the most personable person here.
I'm-
Yeah.
I assume you have a better sharp than me, so that's why I'm
Okay,
pushing
fair enough.
that.
Yes, I do. Okay, I will try to do that.
Okay.
You're more insightful.
You can roll
true.
to read a person.
Which is sharp.
Mhm.
Yes.
Sharp.
What's a big old 7.
I'd
Okay,
help if that would do anything.
So, no, if you helped, that would just make it an 8. It's still gonna be a partial. So yeah, on the read a person move, there's a list of questions. You can ask one of them.
Just from this list.
Well, if there's something else that is similar or related that you want to ask, you can ask that instead. These are
Yeah.
more of a inspiration, we'll say.
Yeah.
You guys know how I feel about question lists.
Yeah. What are these people really feeling? Like, what are they just putting up a front? Are they being truthful in the sense that, or are they hiding something?
Okay. Yeah, I think as far as the dad goes, they're not lying to you. The stories that he tells that Maddox kind of supplements with a comment every now and then. It seems like they're telling the truth. They're not saying anything outlandish or ridiculous or something that would sort of set off any red flags. They, for the most part, sort of tell these stories. They seem like a normal family. The mom is not in the picture. She passed away several years ago, so it's been the 3 of them for a long time. They have a good relationship. Blakely was living at home while she was going to school, that kind of thing. Standard childhood stories of siblings who bickered and fought, but sort of have a good relationship as they grew up. John seems let's see, how can I put this? He seems tired to you, like he's done this, and he has said this before, like he's done this a few times in the last couple weeks, and it does get to a point, I think, toward the end of the conversation where it seems to you like he is trying to find any way he can to end this conversation and just get you out of his house. Maddox doesn't say much over the course of the conversation, except essentially when she's directly spoken to, she'll answer questions and things like that. She does not seem super keen on interacting directly with her dad. And I think you get a read on her that she is generally upset, sort of sad, a sad situation to be in. But there are a couple of moments where I think she makes eye contact with you, and you can see something I think you recognize at this point because you've been dealing with people in crisis for a few months now. There is this sort of just twinge to her of fear.
Is the fear directed at anything or just in general?
Just in general, I think the best way you can, I think the thing that it's probably most directly connected to is probably her dad, in that she does not really seem to want to talk to him or look at him. If he asks her a question about Blakely, she'll answer, but she looks at you while she does it.
Cool. Yeah, I think at the end of it, Abby will have something, but I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, right now I'm just gonna try to keep them focused while Travis does his thing.
Okay, so you keep them busy. Travis, on the outside, you receive a text from Abby letting you know that the family is corralled in the front room.
All right. So how does the backyard look? Is there like a back door, windows?
There is. You sort of made your way across a few neighbors' yards and kind of hopped the fence, the sort of low wooden fence. There's a small backyard, and on the back of the house, a kind of like a little concrete slab extending out with like an awning over it, like a little back patio, with a door with a big like window glass insert sort of leading into the kitchen.
Okay. I'm afraid I'll be hurt if I open that. How big is the house? Like, do I get a feel for like where they are in relation to that door?
Yeah, I think you can kind of creep around the back and see there's lots of windows. So this whole back area of the house is the kitchen. On the
Okay.
other side of the kitchen, like towards the front of the house, would be that kind of family room living area.
Okay.
There is a little like dining area back here as well, and then in the hallway next to all of this is a set of stairs going upstairs to probably where there are 3 bedrooms.
Okay. Could I get to those stairs without being seen?
If you timed it right.
Okay. Oh, brother. I know I'm asking a lot of questions. I'm just trying to
That's
envision
okay.
this house. Is there a way for me to get to the second floor outside if I climbed onto something?
There is, yeah, I mean, there are windows also on the second floor. There is a sort of awning, like overhang over the back patio
Uh-huh.
that theoretically you could climb up on if you're brave enough.
Okay. Just checking my skills here. I'm gonna try to get up to one of the windows upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of yes, you slide one of the patio chairs over and start to climb up onto the awning to try to get into one of these second story windows. I'm gonna have you roll to act under pressure,
Sure.
which is plus cool.
I'm the coolest.
So cool.
Just so cool. That's a 6. Just the coolest. That's just I'm so good. Fuck.
Okay. Oh boy. On a miss.
Wait.
Are
Are we
Yeah,
helping?
I was
Because we're
gonna say.
distracting.
I guess.
We just start coughing loudly if we hear
I
a noise
have
come
no
from the back.
reason to say no to that. One of you can roll to help because you have set this up as a distraction.
Save me.
Yeah, my cool is a 0, so you're probably better off helping.
Helping is sharp.
Oh, is it?
Cool.
I thought it was cool.
Oh, it's cool. Oh no, it's cool. You're right. I have a +1 to cool, so I'm the cool queen. I am the cool queen.
Are you?
I got a 7.
Oh. Okay.
I expose myself to trouble or danger.
Yeah,
Great.
you do. I think Abby, you've sent this text, and Wynn is doing most of the talking, so I think you are sort of just keeping an ear out for trouble while this is happening. And I think while Wynn is sort of talking to the family, you hear from outside this loud sort of metal creak. As Travis, you have pulled down on this awning and are trying to kind of hoist yourself up onto it, and Abby sort of looking through behind you through the living room, there is a large entrance into the kitchen, and through the window, you can sort of see Travis pulling himself up onto this awning in an attempt to break into this house. It was a very loud sound. What do you do?
Oh my god. I thought you were gonna do something for me.
No.
Abby starts she starts pretending to cry. She doesn't have a lot of things in her repertoire.
Okay.
I'm
When
sorry.
Abby starts sobbing,
I lost my sister. Sorry, I'm so sorry. And then she like looks over at Win like, oh my god, what to do?
I just I think I just put my hand on her shoulder and say, this is a pretty tough story for her to cover. You know, Abby, do you wanna step out front for a minute, get some fresh air?
Can I use your bathroom?
there's a couple of nods. I think Maddox looks confused. I think John looks irritated. But Maddox sort of stands up and kind of motions to you and is going to show you sort of where the bathroom is. So John, I think, is sort of locked on to you and Win right now, and very so just so distracted. This is so much better than anything I could have come up with. You want me to do it. And Maddox sort of leads you out into the hallway and shows you where the bathroom is. Travis, conveniently, no one is looking at you right now, so your failure turns into a partial success. You can pull yourself up onto this awning. It is older than you originally anticipated. It is making a lot of noise. Once you get up there, if you want to continue this route, this is your hard choice. You're going to have probably one shot to get into a window.
Easy.
And after that, you're gonna have to bail on it.
Just the easiest. Travis is, if he can, just take a little bit of he'll grab the skeleton key and sort of do his little like wavy dealio. Does he sense any like magical locking?
Nope, just a window.
All right, and he's gonna break in.
Okay, let's
Little fella.
roll.
Plus sharp. Yeah, it's plus
Do you
sharp.
have any
Shit.
moves for this?
To break in, yeah, I'm a burglar.
Okay.
Hey, that's a 10.
That's very good. So you do it. You take the shot. You shoot your
I
shot and
am able to pick 3.
do it.
Pick
Pick 3 locks. That is.
get in undetected, get out undetected, and find what I'm looking for.
The trifecta, I think.
Yeah.
Of burglaring, and it's a requirement of the move that you dab on your way in the window.
It is.
So you dab. You put the skeleton key back in your pocket. Very quickly, sort of pop the lock on the window, slide it open, and creep in. Abby and Win, as far as you know, everything's fine. On the inside of it, Travis, you make your way into one of the bedrooms on the second floor. You enter quietly, cat burglar feet just barely skimming the floor. It's all very dramatic. But you are in what looks to be a girl's bedroom. It's pretty sparse in here. There is, I don't know, a bed, a dresser. Everything is pretty simple. The furniture is white. The walls are just kind of like a cream color. There's a few posters hung up on the wall of, I don't know, One Direction. That sounds right.
BTS.
Definitely BTS.
BTS.
I don't know who that is. What are you saying?
They're a K-pop group.
Okay, great. Yep, them. I I listen to like Hamilton and Lizzo, and that's it, you guys. I don't know what
She can have Lizzo on her wall.
Great. Yeah, there's one
All
Lizzo
boy
poster though.
band BTS.
Because Lizzo forget rules. Okay, yes, that K-pop boy band, some stuff. It looks like a chill 17-year-old girl's room that you're in is really what I was getting at. And then I dug myself into a hole that I know more about monsters than I do about what the kids like nowadays. But yeah, it's pretty chill. It's clean, but it looks lived in. Like the bed is kind of half unmade. You're in a teen girl's room again.
This just feels wrong. I end up in far too many rooms like this. God. All right. Anyway. So I guess what Travis would look for is any sort of evidence of her, specifically her having been here. I guess if or even being kept here. Again, wait, is it her room or is it the sister's room? Did I miss that?
I don't think you're sure.
I don't think I'm sure.
Yeah, you can look around for a moment. You I don't know, open a couple of drawers. But I think eventually.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're fine. I think you, after a moment, I think you can sort of parse through that this is probably the younger sister's room.
Shit. Okay.
But the door out into the hallway is open.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna poke my head out and see if I can surmise where the other room is.
Yeah, so you pop out into the hallway very quietly, and look down. There are a couple of, I don't know, 3 closed doors sort of surrounding you, 2 bedrooms, probably one leading into a bathroom. But down the hall, sort of near the stairs, there is a door that has a kind of like a banner hanging across it with like some, like some flowers and stuff on it, that says Blakely's room.
Well, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so Travis is gonna head over there.
Okay, yeah, you creep in, sort of down the hall very quietly. Abby and Wynn downstairs all the while. Abby, I think from the downstairs bathroom, just briefly, I think right above you, you hear sort of like just a quiet creak of a floorboard, but nothing tragic happens. Abby, after a moment, escorted back into the sitting room with Wynn. But Travis,
before we're back together with the dad, I think Abby's going to mention to Maddox, just like if you ever need to talk to someone about things, and I'll give her my card. I don't know, my number.
Your business card that you carry around.
Yeah. Student.
She lets you. She lets you put your number in her phone. And again, doesn't say much, but
right,
is genuine in like saying,
I'm gonna emphasize anything. Probably too much, but
yeah,
Abby's awkward.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Sorry. You guys go back. Yeah, Travis, you creep down the hallway to the room with Blakely's name on it, and very quietly turn the knob, push the door open. You kind of poke your head in to see, and again, a clean enough, not too fancy or anything like that room. The walls, again, this like beige color with some in this one kind of dark wood furniture, and in sort of the center of the room against one wall, a canopy bed with someone sleeping in it.
Sleeping. Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna. Fuck. All right. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to the group and be like, found our zombie Sleeping Beauty. And
Is it someone sleeping or is it Blakely sleeping?
can I tell?
Do you go into the room?
Do I?
Do you?
I try, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can. I think you rolled so good, and you rolled to get what you came for. So here we are. You sort of creep into the room silently and kind of around one side of the room, and you take a picture. Yeah, it's her.
I'm gonna slip out. I think this is all we needed to know, and then we go from there.
Okay. Yeah, you got what you came for. So you slip back out very
Yeah.
quietly, close the door, and head back out the way you came. Careful this time, not to make any noise on the way down, knowing where those particularly squeaky parts are. You managed to make it out undetected, and head out of the Hopper's yard with the information that you needed. Abby and Wynn.
Abby's gonna text Wynn. Does this need to turn into an interrogation?
Yeah, I think I just, if I have a second, I text back and I say, no, we should talk to the others first. Don't want to spook them. You know, I think we've got everything we need here. I really appreciate your time speaking with us. I tear off a scratch of paper and put my phone number on it and say, like, if there's anything else that comes up, feel free to give me a call. And I'll let you know once the article's going to get published, and we'll send it to you first.
We really appreciate it.
Of course. And leave.
And leave. They show you out.
Does this mean that Wynn actually has to write a newspaper article and submit it to the nest?
Nah.
I'm assuming that Rex can set me up with a new phone if I need it. So
That's probably fair.
actually, I'd probably write down a fake, just like a random number, assuming
Just a
that
fake number.
Rex can like have it forwarded to me if he makes a call.
Fair enough.
The supernatural thing, but Rex has all the phones lined up.
Yeah,
his
yeah.
phone, so it comes up and it says, Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Yeah.
Whoever he's supposed to answer as.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Incredible.
So I give him
Aw,
Rex's
Rex's Bobby.
fake number. Perfect.
All right, you give him the fake newspaper number.
that we planned
that
out
you
ahead of
have.
time.
Yep, you said you wanted to Ocean's 11 this, so
Yeah.
I guess that's what we're doing. Yeah, you meet back up with Travis. Unscathed for the most part. Abby's makeup's a little streaked, but
I'm sorry, I panicked.
No, that was good. It's kind
It
of
was
scary.
either that or kiss you. That's pretty much the only things that came in my head. And I didn't think that'd be very applicable in that situation.
That was the better option, I think.
Is Travis there yet?
Yeah.
Travis is there, but you have no idea what's happening.
I'm telling.
I didn't know what to do. I panicked. You squeaked the thing. I
Well,
could see you.
He clearly needs to seek out some roof repair. All right. The
Well,
house.
now
is-
he does.
Yeah, well, I'm right. I was careful. And excuse me,
Maybe you've been going
I'm
a bit
little
hard on
sensitive about my
the.
weight.
Yeah, maybe you can go a bit hard on the Cheetos.
Okay, all right. This is getting mean. This is getting mean.
You got. I mean, I barely heard you upstairs, so that's amazing. She
Yeah,
was
thanks.
sleeping
Can
in her
we?
bed?
Yeah, what is going on? This girl, like, I mean, he's lying to you, right? I mean, he has to
Obviously.
be.
Unless he doesn't know that his dead daughter is sleeping upstairs.
He absolutely does because he went in the house with her, right?
Yeah. It looked like her sister was pretty upset. She wasn't looking at her dad at all.
She probably doesn't think it's appropriate to, I don't know, zombify her sister.
Yeah.
We don't even know if this thing still is her sister.
Well, we confirmed one thing. It's the fact that they're still going with the story that she's dead.
Yeah.
So clearly something's going on. This is
Well, and he's not exactly discreet about it. I mean, somebody's bound to find out eventually.
right. Yeah.
I'm gonna use my dark past,
Okay.
which I just rolled for a 12.
Okay.
And if I on a 10 plus the keeper, you ask the keeper 2 questions from the list below. This is basically like, have I read about this, or do I know something relevant about this?
Okay.
When I dealt with this creature or one of its kind, what did I learn? Well, when I've studied this creature before, or like something like it, what did I learn about it?
Okay.
What do I know about it?
Yeah, I think you know at this point, knowing that she is there, that it's
Mhm.
her, and for all intents and purposes, she seems alive or
Mhm.
something close to it. You pretty much have 2 options.
Mhm.
Either it is her reanimated. That's probably some sort of magic that would have been done to bring her back, or it is not her, and that is probably some kind of possession. So you guys are all pretty familiar, I think, with possession at this point. Probably reanimation to an extent. You've all at least seen some movies or something like that, but except Abby. But those are going to be your 2 options. Essentially, something has brought her back, or something is using her body.
Yeah. I feel like if they were being threatened, if this was a possessed creature, then they would have looked a little bit more scared. I mean, this Maddox was, but I think it was her dad.
Yeah, well, we've seen that people who are, well, desperate in one regard or another have turned to some dark sources. I mean,
Yeah.
Stan, we're lucky it ended up being a Netflix guy and not a possess your dead daughter kind of guy.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that something's possessed her and is just sort of taking advantage of the situation,
Right.
or has sort of doubled her. We need to find out what Sal and Rex found at the graveyard,
Yeah,
because I
the
think that's going to
body.
clear up a lot. If the body's not there, then
Mhm.
I think we know what we're dealing with.
Calling it now, dad bargained with a thing, daughter doesn't like it.
Okay.
I'd be inclined to agree with you there.
Mhm. I have one more question, but I'm gonna wait until after the grave thing to ask it.
Okay. Speaking of the grave thing, Sal and Rex, while all of this is going on, you head over to the cemetery, the Cedar Grove Cemetery, where you know Blakely to have been buried. What are you looking for?
Did we take your bike and I rode on the back, or did we
Sure.
both? Okay. All right. Or both bikes. Which one?
Mine.
Okay. All right. So then, where do you guys want this list of team names that Rex typed out?
whilst we whilst we were driving.
And roll 20. And roll
Please
20.
roll
And
20.
Roll
Yeah, let's
20.
put that in roll 20.
All right, I will paste it over there and paste and send.
Oh god, there's so many of them.
Mystery Incorporated.
Do you want me to
Scooby
read them?
Avengers. The Rex Men. The
give
Rex Men.
us the highlights. What are your favorites?
What are my favorites? Okay, let me close the editing program here. I laughed. I laughed pretty hard at the Rex Men because that made me laugh.
The Rexmen.
Oh my God.
I liked the Just Us League, and
Oh, Straw.
Yeah, how about
Uh-huh.
Straw?
The Agents of
the
Straw.
or the Straw
Yes!
Man being
Straw Man
fake
is
people or
good.
mystery people. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Like I said, I started laughing after you said that, and I'm like, oh, Rex would so do this. And so during that scene, that's why
Guardians of the
I wrote
Georgia.
these-
Guardians of the
Amazing.
Georgia. I mean, I'm
All
partial
right.
to Wind Force, but we can talk about it.
I can imagine. Anyway,
Very
yeah.
good. Anything with straw in it. I love that you found an
Yeah.
actual acronym. That's pretty great.
So yeah. Anyway, we can post that or Twitter it and have some votes or.
Could also go with
Yeah, I'm gonna
warts,
make
I
a poll.
realize.
What?
We could also go with warts, I
Warts.
realize.
That was the first one I saw was warts, and I went, yeah, I'm gonna dodge that one. So, yeah, so that's what Rex did on the back of the bike on the way over.
Amazing.
So,
Amazing.
we get to the graveyard.
All
You've
right.
been busy.
It happens.
I'm partial to Sally Squadron, but you know, this is a democracy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right, well, where are we digging?
I don't know if graveyards have databases or not, like of plot numbers and whatnot. Otherwise, we will have to
It's all on
figure
paper.
that out. Yeah,
It's not digital.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gonna have to
So-
do some good old fashioned looking.
All right, let's wander the rows then, I guess.
Look for something fresh.
Yeah. Sally in the Little Grim Reaper wandering the graveyard.
All right, so you start to wander around the cemetery. I'm gonna have you guys roll to investigate a mystery.
Okay.
It is plus sharp, and this will be for the scene.
Oof.
7.
Wait, did mine go through?
I don't see it.
There it is.
Boo! Bam!
Okay. So a 7 and a 13. Yeah, so let's see. Sally, you'll get 1 general question, Rex 2 general questions, or a specific question.
Where the
Yeah.
hell's the grave?
Up to your
Fuck's the
discretion.
grave?
I won't make you ask me where's the grave. After after a little bit, you guys can sort of navigate through. I mean, they all have names on them. You'll find it eventually. So you sort of make your way toward the side of the cemetery where the graves are newer, and eventually you come upon the grave of Blakely Hopper, who passed away just a few weeks ago on Halloween, October 31st. It is, about, I don't know, 3 weeks old at this point. So still relatively fresh, probably a little bit of grass starting to grow over. Lots of flowers are sitting near the stone, some of them older and kind of wilted, some of them newer. But yeah, you do find it.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. Looks around for a grave that maybe has fresh flowers on it, takes it. I'll bring these right back. Picks it up just to hold and have.
Okay. You look slightly less suspicious.
I in my head, and I was picturing it, Rex looked like the cover of Dead Like Me, where he's like the Grim Reaper and he's got the daisies and he's walking along. Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. it's not disturbed. There's a little bit of grass growing, that kind of thing.
Yeah, a little bit. I would say toward the headstone, sort of close to it, there is a little bit of grass growing. Most of the rest of it still looks like more freshly turned earth.
What do you think?
Well, one way to find out. Watch my back with this if you don't mind.
Gotcha.
And Sally will start digging with these chain claws out as I hit my microphone.
All right. Yeah, you dig. Just a roll plus tough. How easy is this for Sally?
Can I argue weird since it's my claws?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Ah, God, too many windows. Okay, there we go. That's a 6.
Ouch.
I'm not rolling well today, y'all.
Whew. It takes a while. Yeah, I think it takes you a long time. This is, while Sally is very strong and used to physical work, I think this is not the kind of thing that you are used to. So yeah, it takes a long time and it's exhausting and it sucks. And at one point, I think, Sally, while you are doing this, Rex, you hear a car engine from sort of the opposite side, where you can see somebody who has driven up to the front gate, is parking nearby and is sort of getting out of their car and entering the cemetery where Sally's digging up a grave.
Oh crap!
What?
Car.
Okay, be cool. Be cool. Here, hold the flowers. Be cool. Be
Awesome.
cool. Maybe they'll keep walking.
You see a family sort of enter the cemetery holding flowers, and they are walking your way.
Rex has got nothing. There's no fire alarm in the graveyard.
Rex instinctually looks for a fire alarm.
Exactly. Something. Hack the sprinkler system, but that won't be on a, it'll be on a click, 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 click.
Do you have a phone alert? Do you have a phone alert? Something? Tornado? Something?
I'm gonna try to set off like an Amber Alert or something, weather warning. Just start throwing things on nearby phones.
Yeah, you could hit a tornado warning, and I think they would take it seriously. Yeah, go ahead and roll to act under pressure.
Okay, and that is cool.
It is plus cool, yes.
All right. At least Rex has a positive in that. And submit. Woohoo!
Okay. Let's see. That is a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. I don't even know what it would be. I'll say you can. The easiest and quickest way to do this is going to be able to send out just a mass warning, like for like a tornado warning or something like that. The consequence of that being it will probably get this family out of here right now because I think a tornado is coming. But it is probably also going to deploy emergency services. And so your time here is going to be very limited.
All right. Boop. Worth it.
Okay, the
phones start going off. I think you see them, Rex, from across. You see this family kind of stop, look at their phones, kind of look up at the relatively kind of sunny, cool but sunny Georgia fall day, and kind of hurry back to their car and drive off. But now you know your time is very limited.
That was close. We're in trouble. Dig fast.
dig. You dig down until, Sally, you hit wood. The wood of a coffin at the bottom of this grave. So you start kind of pushing dirt to the sides, kind of uncovering the top of it. And the top of it is busted and splintered, and the coffin itself is empty.
Well, that answers our question.
So can we go off that list over there? From the rolls we made earlier for investigate?
Absolutely.
All right. Sal, you had one. You got one you want?
You can go first. That's cool. I'll
right.
I'll finish up.
All right. What sort of creature is it?
All right. I mean, Abby has told you all that zombies are pretty impossible. I mean, there's a lot of sort of media around zombies and everything, but for the most part, it doesn't really check out. I'll say for your purposes, a 19-year-old girl that is built like Blakely, probably on her own, not able to just force her way out of a coffin. So probably just not her, but a zombie. There are multiple accounts of different supernatural creatures that can possess bodies, can take over bodies. Some that specifically do prefer to possess dead bodies as opposed to the living. So something like that is probably your best bet.
Cool. You want me to burn my 3 first?
Go for it.
All right. Wow, these are all pretty much we know. What can hurt it?
Okay.
That would be a very Rex thing to hope for.
Yeah, if it, we'll see, if it is something that is, if it's some sort of possession, some sort of supernatural creature like that, there are a couple of things that you can do, a couple of things that you've seen done before. You've seen, I think, both Abby and Wynn, and Travis, that's also helped out with this, some sort of binding or trapping ritual. The sort of old standby of that's a good way to keep it in one place. You can always try to banish it. Those are probably your best bets at this point without knowing what it is. When all else fails, everybody loves a good silver weapon.
All right, but like a multi-tool screwdriver to the eye socket, like most zombies, is not gonna do it on this one.
Probably not. For your purposes, you are going to want to figure out what can harm whatever has control of the body rather than the body itself.
All right. And that was Rex thinking that. So that's you got one, Sal?
I mean, I think we already know most of it, but
if you guys want to go off list, you can. If there's something you want to know.
Okay.
Was there did they have help? Like, did someone dig them out, or did they burst out and crawl out? Like, can we tell by how the coffin's busted up?
Yeah, I think for your purposes, the coffin, the way the wood is splintered, it is all sort of coming out from the inside, like whatever was in it busted itself out.
I guess, is there anything else concealed here? Anything else that we may have missed?
Let's see. What is concealed here? I think in that vein, Sally, for you don't find anything, and that's what's odd. I think you would, based on the experiences that you've all had together and sort of the things that Abby has told you and Wynn has told you kind of over the course of all of your mystery investigations, you would expect something. You would expect symbols or runes or at least some like burnt wood or something that would account for a spell being cast or something like that. There's nothing. There's a conspicuous nothing left behind.
I guess whatever did it didn't do it here. Or it didn't need to.
Called it from somewhere else.
Maybe.
Cool. We gotta roll.
Right. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
All
Oh
right,
no,
great.
tornado! Oh, I will put the flowers back where I found them because I'm not that bitch. So okay, there we go.
Okay. You put some flowers on a conspicuously dug up grave.
Oh no, I put them back where I found them on someone else's grave. I took them off of someone else's
Okay,
grave as like
you-
as a distraction.
You put the flowers on someone else's back on the grave you stole them from,
Yes.
and you leave a conspicuously dug up grave.
I'll push it all back. That should covering the grave back up.
You guys
is
have a few minutes,
faster.
yeah. You sort of push the dirt back on top of it, and take off to where?
I guess start heading back to the Haven area. We might have to wait for the others to get back, but
Okay.
can I chat with Rexy really quick while we're well, I guess I'd be yelling back at Rexy on the bike, but we'll make it work.
Once you arrive at your destination, you
There we go.
you have a few minutes to.
Yeah, Rexy?
Yeah.
You still got my spare key, right?
Yeah, huh?
I have to take off for a few days. Can you feed my fish?
Sure.
Okay.
So
Well, got a couple of loose ends that might need taken care of, and can't do that here.
we got a murder bitch, right?
Potentially. I had some other ideas, but again, can't do that here.
I'm cool with that.
Thanks.
Kind of like, gives you this sort of half hug,
Long time coming,
Mm.
Family.
We sit in silence like sometimes we do. It's kind of.
Yeah.
All right. You sit in silence for a while, waiting for everyone to regroup. And as you do, Rex, you have, I think, who knows how many conspiracies and what they are at this point. But I think some alerts set up on your phone for various points of interest. while you're sitting here with Sally, you receive a text from one of your contacts that they recognize, someone you haven't talked to in a while, but that just says, call me ASAP, and then a follow-up text that says, make sure you're alone.
All right. And I don't share that. And I'm worried that I'll have to burn this phone. So yeah, I need to go somewhere where signal will be weird and can't track. So I guess Rex, you'll say something like, "Hey, totally forgot something. Back it a bit. Keep me in the loop."
Okay. You wanna borrow my bike?
Ah, crap. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. And what kind of bike does Sal have?
I would think probably one she stole. Probably a junker road bike. Yeah.
Okay.
Something she barely keeps serviceable.
All right. Okay.
Pretty much.
Rexy drives away.
Okay. Where do you go?
Ooh, I'd probably have to find somewhere that's, like I said, somewhere I would not be in my normal routine. So either maybe like the warehouse where we did the tiger cage,
Okay.
or something like that, because
Sure.
I don't want any kind of signal coming anywhere near my friends and my normal haunts.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so the rest of you are sort of heading back to regroup with everyone, I assume, back to the Haven. Rex, you take Sally's bike and head over toward that that small kind of industrial district where the abandoned warehouse was, and make a phone call.
yeah, definitely. Like I said, I plan on burning the phone, like physically and and electronically, when the call is done. And you know, yeah, it plays. Basically, I send out this the call with like this kind of like it's like a trap music version of The King and I. It's kind of Rex's calling card, and yeah, sends that out to the person who called.
Okay. So you reach out to this this contact of yours and sort of wait for them to respond. You wait for a while in this empty warehouse, and finally the phone rings from a restricted number. You answer it, and just very briefly you hear a familiar voice to you on the other end. Hey, Rex.
What's up?
So you're still I don't know, hunting monsters, I guess?
Leaf on the wind.
Listen, I'm really sorry about this. And as the voice on the phone says that, Rex, you feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand up as the room goes freezing cold. Two hands grab you on your shoulders, and everything goes dark.
Okay. All right.
The rest of you wait for Rex to show up back to Haven. And they don't.
He was supposed to be here, right?
Yeah, they just said they forgot something. I figured they'd go and come back. Gonna text their phone. You good?
Don't assume I can text back.
No.
Okay.
That's never happened before.
You do not get an answer.
Rex never doesn't respond.
Try calling.
Call.
Do we know how to track his phone?
And they're kind of the guy that does that.
Yeah.
There's like ways to do it on the internet, right? We can look it up on the internet, right?
I mean, we could use magic.
Yeah, that's. I don't know about any of that, but we can try to use magic to find him.
Yeah, I'd
So-
be more comfortable with magic.
Sally,
Abby, you know you gave me a non-detection amulet. It was the first project we worked on together.
Oh, we can't do that
Why?
because he has a non-detection amulet.
God damn it, Rex being so fucking paranoid.
Sally, the phone rings and rings and rings and eventually goes to some sort of voicemail that I'm sure Rex has set up.
Just a number.
Rex, from where you are, you start to wake up hearing the ringtone on the phone that Sally usually calls. You find yourself sort of sitting in.
It's the Rocky music, by the way. That's
very good.
Because it's from Sal.
Yeah, you hear it from somewhere in the room, kind of echoing, but far away as you sort of come to and take in your surroundings. You find yourself sitting, hands bound, sort of on the concrete floor of a warehouse, not the one you were in before. Sort of taking in everything around you, and again, much like you left it, the room is freezing cold, and you hear the ringtone very suddenly stop, as if someone has ignored the call, and then walking up toward you in the sort of dim light that is available in the warehouse, you see a girl sort of walk up and sit down on the floor, cross-legged in front of you. Long blonde hair, the familiar face of one Blakely Hopper. And she looks at you, and kind of squints a little bit, and reaches over and takes the hood of your sweatshirt and pulls it down to be able to look at you, and says, "This is gonna be fun." That's where we're gonna go ahead and end our session for today. I'm just gonna let you all sit here and make faces for a second
You're evil. Evil.
What?
while I put on the nice music. What?
Just what?
So, thank you so much, everyone, our wonderful, wonderful viewers out there, for hanging out with us today while we played some Monster of the Week. I'm sorry I inconvenienced you with your trauma. I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. Thanks,
so
everybody.
good.
We had a lot of new friends in chat today who were super excited to see and hang out with. You're all awesome. Thanks for hanging out to our new friends and our raiders and our new followers and all that good stuff. We're glad you stuck around, and I hope you had a good time. And if you did, we will be back in 2 weeks on Sunday, February 16th. At 4 p.m. Eastern time, for to see what happens. I'm just gonna kidnap all of you in turn.
Yay!
I guess. But before we get into all of this other stuff, let's do experience real quick.
Yeah.
At the end of your session, the keeper will ask the following questions: did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
Oh, nope.
Not even a little bit, fam. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
No.
No,
I don't
not
think
this time.
so.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I guess some of you saved
I mean,
Travis from getting
didn't-
arrested.
And I didn't kill Win.
Yeah, so, I mean,
Did I save myself by
not doing magic.
not doing magic?
You did aggressively not do magic. I will say you guys did keep. I mean, you guys did keep Travis from getting caught and sent to jail again, probably.
We'll take it.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes, zombies aren't a thing.
They're a thing. Shut up.
They are not a
They're a
thing.
thing.
Scientifically, they're not a thing.
Oh,
Magically.
Can't prove they're not a thing. So
Yeah, exactly. Where's your empirical evidence that they're not a thing?
We also learned
I will show you the evidence.
2 possible
Whatever.
acronyms for all of our names.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cordyceps are a thing, so therefore zombos.
See, now you can do Watts though, because Rex is out of there. So it's
Oh,
no!
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yeah, we all did. We
Yeah.
all learned Wynn's past backstory.
A lot about Winthrop. Yeah, we'll say that's 3. So 2 experience for everybody.
yeet.
Yeah.
Nom nom nom. Good job today, everyone. So
Tasty,
yeah.
tasty experience.
Yeah, munch that XP. We will
I
be
leveled up.
back. Yay! Let me know what improvement you take.
Oh golly.
Some of you got a lot of XP from failing today, so make sure if you didn't mark that.
I failed twice but didn't get an XP because everyone helped me. Got
This is my
Oh,
help out
true.
with my friends.
6th improvement.
Oh heck.
Ah.
Travis retires. Bye.
He's like, that's it. That's it. 2 of them.
I've
Oh,
seen
I'm
enough
done.
shit.
I'm we can talk off air about the Haven and stuff. 'cause
Yes.
What I took as my last advance. And
Yeah.
I'd hate to like set it all up and then just move it to the Bat Cave anyway.
Not a
So-
bat cave. There are no bats in the
I
cave.
know,
There are
I
no
know, I
bats in
should've
my
known that.
cave.
The Haven, rather than having havens. Anyway,
The straw cave.
Strong.
The wart cave.
I think I like strawberry.
That's a bad one. But yeah, we'll be back 2 weeks from today on the 16th, I think, minus a Sid
Yeah.
next time. So Sally is gonna get up to some adventures for sure. But the rest of us
We'll
will
talk off stream.
the rest of us will be back for more Monster of the Week. In the meantime, this week we definitely have some streams happening. If you had a good time today, come hang out with us more times. All these fools do streaming and gaming and all kinds of stuff, so follow them on the Twitters and on Twitch for some excellent content. Here on GGK, we will be back. I'm streaming as some Nancy Drew sometime this week. I don't know when, but sometime we'll tweet about it for sure, because I gotta finish the Silent Spy and just figure out what the heck is going on with that game, because it's all nonsense. But we're gonna finish it this week. For our regularly scheduled stuff, we'll be back on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for our second ever episode of Saturday Night's Thunderball, where we play D&D, but also sports, and it's really awesome. So if you missed our premiere episode, that's in our VODs right now, and it is going up on YouTube as well. And then next Sunday, so a week from today, we have another episode of The Pursuit of the Black Kestrel, our Pathfinder show that we're doing right now. I'll be there. Sean runs it. LB is there, and we play some ridiculous characters getting into ridiculous shenanigans, and it's awesome. Learning how to play Pathfinder, and in between a lot of other cool stuff. Am I missing anything? Am I forgetting anything? Any last words?
Nope.
All right.
Butts.
All right.
Warts.
So, we'll leave on.
Not
Well, those
at the
words go
same-
bad together.
Not together.
Oh wait, I run a game on Thursday also.
Oh, yeah.
All myths are true on Thursday at 8 p.m. One of my players is in chat right now. Hey, Alex, thanks. Hi, Alex. I just, you know what? I do forget when the games I run are. But yeah, also on Thursday, I run a Tales from the Loop game on this here channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Is kids in Alabama in the 80s doing mystery solving. So come play with us. Come hang out with us. It's awesome. Everyone's doing awesome stuff. That's all I got. I need to stop talking before anything else terrible happens. So until next time, good game and good night, Internet.